Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Our next guest is a rising singer-songwriter named Mariah. She recently released her new single, Material Girl. Please help me welcome to the show, the talented Mariah. Welcome.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I am blessed and highly favored. And yourself?
I can't complain. Blessed and highly favored as well.
Yes.
First of all, Happy New Year to you. How's it treating you so well so far?
Oh my goodness. There has been so many doors that's been opening and I'm excited for the ride. And you?
Yeah, listen, I can't complain. You're my first interview of the new year, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay, yay.
So let's get into it. You started singing at the age of 5. You were in church choir and things like that.
Oh yes, most definitely. I'm talking about church choir. We talking about praise team. My mother is a minister of music at my local church, Pleasant Hill Baptist Church. And so she's taught me so many things throughout the years, like tone, resonance, music theory, all the things that I need to do to be an accomplished singer.
I always say that the best singers come from the church, because that choir, it's like a boot camp, for singing and learning and technique.
Oh yes, a boot camp, and it's every Sunday. So you're constantly using those vocals and using the muscles that you need to be able to perform gracefully. So I'm thankful.
Yeah, and you're from Shreveport, Louisiana.
I am.
How do you think that, with a combination of the training that your mother provided you and that choir background, how did that influence your sound?
Well, Shreveport is full of soulful singers. And like you already know, I come from a rich gospel background. People like Shawana Kirkendall, Jay Williamson, Stephanie Dodson, God rest her soul. It's just so many different singers that are coming out of here that have influenced my upbringing. Just like I told you just before, things like tone, resonance, music theory, those are things that are very important to us to want to be an accomplished singer. And so that's something that my mother has instilled in me, and different singers that I've grown up with have instilled in me.
Absolutely. Who are some of your, outside of your mother, who are some of your early influences in terms of who did you listen to? Who did you, kind of maybe mimic early on when you were younger?
One word comes to mind. Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson. I'm telling you, when I was in middle school, I used to have my hair cut like him. That was the first time my mama let me get a perm. It was in 6th grade. I had my hair cut like him. I used to have the penny loafers. I'm talking the socks, everything. I used to walk around acting like I was Michael Jackson's niece. And I thought that I was for the longest time. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Billie Holiday, Mahalia Jackson, the Clark sisters. We're talking about Aaron and Dorinda Clark. Oh my God, Twinkie Clark. Those are the type of people that was a part of my upbringing, and it's still a part of who I am today.
Most definitely. So how did you know you wanted to move forward with making music more than just a hobby?
Well, I actually knew ever since I was a little girl. 3, 4 years old, I used to sit my mama down in the living room, my grandmother, and I would force them to be a part of my shows that I would have every day after school. And I remember telling my mama, sitting her down, I was maybe 10 or 11 years old. And I was like, Mama, I really want to be a singer. Like, that's what I really want to do. And she was like, okay, well, if that's what you want to do, let's do it. And so she pushed me. And nobody's going to push you like a parent. And my mama does not play games with me to this day. She does not play. And I appreciate that so much about her, that she trained me how I needed to be trained. And she didn't sugarcoat anything because I was her daughter.
Right. How would you describe your music at this point now? How did you describe it? Like, what would the listener take away hearing your voice and hearing the type of artist you are?
Well, I'm a type of artist that loves live music. I love everything about how rich a piano sounds, the strings. I'm a lover of strings, guitars, fiddles, different things, violins, drums. But in terms of my music, I like to have a pulled music, approach to which the listener can kind of hear what I'm saying and kind of grasp the words that I'm trying to set forth. And maybe I can, paint a picture to the listener and tell a story that maybe that can help them along their journey.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your new single, Material Girl. Now, this is not what people think about. This is a woman who is caught in a relationship, and do I want to be with someone who can provide me with the material things, or someone who can give me what I really need in a relationship? Now, tell us all about the song.
Well, Material Girl is written actually from a lived experience. So this is my perspective on a relationship that I've gone through. And God has given me a beautiful ability to be able to write things that I've gone through, and hopefully that can help someone along their path in the current setting. So Material Girl is written a perspective of a young lady who's at a crossroads. Does she think that, you know, material things should be the forefront of her relationship? Things that money can buy. You know, anybody can go to a Prada, Gucci, Chanel, but are you still happy on the inside? Are you still going to be able to make me feel good about myself when I feel down? Am I going to have a praying partner? Am I going to have someone who has a backbone to help me when I feel like I'm, you know, going down on the wayside? Or am I going to realize who I am within myself, that I'm a young lady, who I am on the inside, and things that money can't buy, time, attention, love, appreciation. Am I going to let that be the forefront of my relationship going forward? And, you know, all those things you need in terms of a relationship for its longevity and something that's going to be worthwhile. So when I realized that those are the things I wanted, I realized what I needed to deter myself from.
Yeah, because there is that cliche, and, you know, a lot of men feel like that a lot of women, you know, they want the material things. You know, we see that in movies and see that on social media, where it's about that bag or that the shoes or the trips or whatever. And so do you think that is a real reality, that some women, that's what makes them happy? Or do you think that's just like a front, a cover up?
You know, I think that some people identify with that as a love language. And some people, like myself included, were so infatuated with the idea of love, so in love with that said person, that we took that and thought, well, maybe that's the way that they, you know, are trying to show me that they love me. And once, you know, you take that veil out of your eyes and you realize, you know, these are the actual things that I'm missing, and not a rose, not a car, not an outfit, not a place to eat is going to take that and fill that void. That's when you start to realize. But some people get into a place of complacency as well. And so we tend to think that, oh, you know, let me show off what I have, and maybe that'll make me feel better on the inside. You know, you never know what people are going through social media. Social media can be a very divisive type of site, because you don't really know what they're going through outside of that picture. They're only going to show you what they allow. And so once you go through that and you realize really what you need in life, I think that's when people start to realize.
Yeah. And so not only you're a talented singer, you're also a songwriter. How is it pulling from those personal experiences and putting it on putting the ink to paper? Is it were you hesitant about doing that, or is that something that is kind of like therapy for you?
It's very much so therapy for me. I think that music is therapy. Music is a way for people to get through the hardest part of their day. And I think for someone to be able to identify with me, they need to be able to experience something that I've, you know, lived through personally. I always try to write from a perspective in which something that I've gone through, because I think that the greatest stories are things that you've done yourself. And I never want to, you know, portray something that I have not gone through myself. So hopefully, prayerfully, when a person listens to my song, or they listen to songs going forth, you know, they can get a piece of me and understand me a little bit more, and see that I am just like everyone else. I've gone through hurt, I've gone through trials, I've gone through tribulations, but it's what you do with your trials that makes everything worthwhile.
Absolutely. Well, the single Material Girl is available now wherever you purchase your music. What else do you have coming down the pipeline?
Well, I just have to tell you one thing. The best is yet to come. If you follow me on my social medias, and my name is Mariah on Instagram, as well as TikTok and Snapchat. My Facebook is Mariah Hester, as well as my YouTube. You'll be the first to know on everything that is going on with Mariah in 2022.
And before I let you go, I know you got to shout out your sorority.
Zeta. Oh, yes. Zeta. You already know. January 16th, 1920. So it's going down, y'all. It's going down. But shout out to my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I am a Club 6 myself, Maestro, Northwestern State University, the glamorous Zion Salon chapter.
All right.
You look, we don't play.
Don't play at all. Don't play at all. Again, the single's Material Girl. check out Mariah. For more information, go to our website at stephenknightshow.com, and we'll be right back after this.